Okay, now the screen is recording now. So thank you for attending this briefing session, IDP briefing session. Right? While I'm recording the attendees, Joshua. Okay, so let me put on my screen. Screen. Okay. Okay. Oh, something interesting. Shouldn't be like that. I thought I'm. I couldn't see my next screen. How do I change my screen? Anyway, another technical issue. Let me change again. Let me swap. Okay. Hmm. Oh, even bad. I have to live with this. Sometime the problem is I cannot change it. Right? Okay, I got it. I got it. I got a window. Yeah, let's change in this screen. Okay. Any more coming in? No, right? Okay. Thanks for coming. Let's start. Let's start. Okay. Ashraf, can you mute? Can you mute? Well, please mute. Right? If you have any question, you can raise. Right? Put the raise. Right? Okay. Thank you for your patience. Thank you for your patience. Okay. So this is the IDP for semester 1, 2024, 2025. We have 236 up to date, right? This is 10th October 2024. I expect there are people coming in register manually. I don't know why the system work in this way, but it used to be this way. But I hope in the next coming semester and following semester, registration will be before the semester, right? Anyway, okay. This is our outline. Right? I have around 70 pages, but I'll skip some of the outline, right? Or briefly, right? So we have some committees running this IDP, right? I'm the chairman of Jawatan Kuasa Capstone, right? And also the coordinator for IDP, FKEE. And from this outline, I'd like to brief some of the why IDP. So what is the philosophy and why we how actually we work out with IDP, right? And what you learn in IDP. Okay. And beside that, we have a schedule, right? We have a schedule that I would like to propose. And that schedule, we like to follow the schedule and everybody have the comments, ideas, right? What are the schedule? And then in the role play, role play. What is your role as a student in a group? Right? We are working in a group, project in a group, and being supervised by a supervisor. So, what is your role? We like you to behave something like industry, right? As a manager and engineer, right? And the chief CEO or something like this, right? So that you have got idea, right? You need to commit to the schedule, right? And also try out the what are the constraint. Constraint mean money, time, and probably communication problem, right? Between IDP members and supervisor. Of course, you have some other commitment, right? But the problem is, right? So your role, right? Your role become a manager, become an engineer, become a CEO, right? So each role need to come up with the idea and how things can work up together, right? We got some fixed line, right? According to the activities. So later on, right, we have series or lecture series. I'll post the schedule, right, on author and as well as our platform on WhatsApp, right? We have the main group, WhatsApp group, so that I'll keep remind you, right? I'll keep remind you time to time. Please join WhatsApp group. Everybody join WhatsApp group yourself. Do not ask your friend or brother, please help me to remind me. Or no, don't do this. Do it yourself. So join WhatsApp group and read the messages, right? Especially messages that remind you about this assessment, about some commitment that you need to do, right? Some of the assessment we have some due date. I won't open for extension, right? We are strictly trying to do in a fixed time. And previous experience tell us there are people, there are students who actually ignore the messages and ask favor for extension. Right? We all reject all the requests, right? That the committee has agreed that no extension, right? We want to keep it fixed. Right, as though in the industry, right, we want to respect the schedule, right, that we had outlined, right? Please, so please follow the schedule. Okay, and of course, we have some teams, we have some facilities that being provided by uh, FKEE. Right? There's some facility, right? We encourage you to use that facilities. Facilities means lab money, or there's some money allocated for this. I'll brief that later on. And then, of course, you can use some component from the lab. I'll brief that as well. If you have any question, you may ask. And then, of course, the most important thing is the assessment, right? What is the assessment scheme? Some assessments actually individual. We are looking at individual performance, right? We do assessment, and some assessment are group assessment. That means everybody get the same marks, right? But individual assessment would depending on individual performance as well as this your assessment, right? We'll talk about this assessment later on, and some others achievement before that, right? I'll show you some work we did in the previous semester and some recorded in the YouTube. Right? You may want to refer and learn how works have been done before, and some have done good work, some have done some moderate works. And let's look at right, and some platform. So let's look at this, the outline. So this is me. You can find me. You can find me in the UTHM FKE. I'll just search my name and my contact number. In the WhatsApp group, right? And then this is the secretary, Dr. Anas, right? Dr. Anas. Okay, quickly, I'll just go through quickly. And then we have some more committee, right? Dr. Sharid, Dr. Chu, TS Ezri, and then we have Dr. Fariza, Dr. Noshida, and Dr. Nan, right? You meet Dr. Nan later on, right? For this IDP roadshow, right? He is the pengarah. He is the chairman for IDP roadshow, right? Which will be scheduled somewhere at the end of the semester. I'll talk about the activity list later on. And then we have Dr. Said, and then we have TS Riza and Inte Sahidan. Right? Okay. There's some motivation about IDP. IDP is a compulsory courses, right? That is being declared by EAC. Everybody who runs engineering courses, right, need to have IDP, but we call it integrated design project, right? So in a group, right, where the accents, right, the idea of this IDP is to challenge a real life problem, right? Real life problem could be anything, right? Which is complex. Probably we do not have the solution at the moment, right? We want to challenge it and then go on the challenge, right? We want to work in the team. We meet some problems, and then some of the problem we need to do some adjustment to meet the ultimate goals, right? It could be a prototype. It could be a prototype, or could be a product, right? We expect some sort of solution, right? Hopefully some solution, right? Hopefully could be further develop into a product, and I wish, I really wish, right, your works, right, could convert into a commercial product later on, right, which could be your career, or maybe could be your supervisor's next career, or maybe benefits the society and community. Okay, this is a challenge, right? This is what we are learning, right? I just briefed to just now that we have the need on accreditation, and we use whatever we have, the facility, finance, constraint, right? This is in real life, right? In real life, that we have all these constraints. There's no luxury in real life, right? That you have all the resources in hand. Very seldom that you have limited resources. So we need to play with limited resources and come out in a team. The idea is teamwork, right? We emphasize a lot on teamwork and communication. We have problem with international student previously, right? I think the problem is communication. I work with international students. I think they are good, right? They are good. They are able to commit to the deadline. The problem is that communication seems to be in a problem. Right? I hope, Abu Bakar and Adi Hakim, please, right, try to take an initiative, right, to communicate, as well as our student, right, local student. Please be patient, right? If you have international students in your group, be patient and talk nicely, and convey the message, right? And in the in a way that sometimes, yeah, you need to have some patience. Let's try, right? All right, Abu Bakar and Abdi Hakim. I hope you're able to work harmonically and smoothly in the group. I hope so. If you have any problem, please come to me, right? So this is a requirement. I wouldn't read for you, right? You may come and download it later on. The PDF will given, right, later on. So the lecture plan, we have 7 outcomes, right? 7 outcomes. I think the most important thing is we emphasize on some ethics and communication and team working, right? This is what we emphasize for in the teamwork. Besides that, we also emphasize on how actually you use, right, deploy your idea, right? What you learn, right? Yeah, you learn so far, common sense or engineering skills, right? To come up with some solution. Right? I don't know what is the solution. The solution could be a product, could be a physical product, could be a simulation, or could be a software, right? It's up to you, right? You may discuss with your supervisor, right? These are the challenge, right? These are the challenge. Hopefully, you can get into a product set somewhere, right? We call it TRL. Just a brief talk, right? TRL is a national scheme, right? Where if you are going to work the product, you need to declare it under TRL, and hopefully somewhere, if you are trying to apply for a grant, right, from government, right, maybe any others agency, right, that sponsor you, you may want to declare what level you are in products. Either it's very ready or maybe in the foundation's status, right? This is called TRL, just for your knowledge, right? So the first thing, of course, messy. You don't know what to do, right? But of course, you need to understand why you need to do a work, right? So very similar to FYP, right? Why you need to do a project. So what is necessary thing you need to do? Why? What is the motivation? So you need to do sort of understanding, right? We call it steep understanding. You need to answer this, steep understanding. I just quickly go through, steep understanding. Why you need to do this project, you justify them. Right? There's a form for this, right? And you need to put it in your report. Steep analysis. Why you need to do a project. Okay, and then of course we have NABC, right? You need to justify it using another tools, right? We call it tools, right? NABC, and then we have CPS and EA, right? How you declare it. So there are a number of tools, right? Just an exercise that how you declare your project in a way, but when people ask you not about technical, but about your contributions, right? You may want to answer it in different point of view, right? Right. The similar things, right? A lot of people ask you about if there's already somewhere in the market, why you want to do this? So what is your features, right? So what is the benefit? Right? Something like this, right? Reasonably, yeah, reasonably, yeah. Okay. And then lastly, right? Now very popular, right? Very popular about SDG, right? We need to declare which category you are, your project, right? In the SDG, there are 17 of them. You need to declare. So which category you are you going to benefit the poor? The poor, you are going to give knowledge to anybody, or you want to help the what they call the environment, right? There are many of them. Are you going to help, right? Adam, right? Anything to say, Adam? Adam, tak ada ya? Tak ada. Okay, these are the activity list. You may find this activity list, right? This is the schedule that we suggest, right? I hope you refer to this activity list all the time, right? Every week, right? Up to week 15. So you may want to refer to this, right? There are some changes, right? But not major changes, right? From time to time. But this is the guideline. So from week 1 to week 15. Okay. So you may want to look at this. And then we have week 5, right? Week 5 is a semester break, right? And week 4 is the Deepawali holiday. And then we have sort of online lecture, right? And I don't think we have online lecture on week 4, right? But we have some online lecture on 1 to 3, right? And some other weeks. We go through that later on. So something that I want your attention is that on a week 6, right? On week 6, you need to submit your proposal, right? Proposal, right? Proposal. Okay. So proposal means that that proposal is a draft that will help you to work your works, right? And then the proposal will be assessed, right? There's some marks for that, right? And a week, I think somewhere in okay, on week 6 as well. On week 6 as well. We have peer review, right? I will remind you, right? Peer review. And a peer review week 6 and week 10, right? So after the semester break, we have some commitment to do, right? And after that, we have something to do, and I'll call for your help and commitment to prepare for the IDP roadshow, where I look for your videos, right? Your products, and then you need to put in some video recorded in 5 to 10 minutes and some aspect of the works and put it into the books. I'll show you later on the example. And then later on, we have some holiday on week 12, right? And week 12 for those who are Christians, and we have 2 days, right? Holiday. But I wouldn't schedule any activity on week 12, right? But I think in your group, personally, you need to do some works, right? And then later on, right? We have this submission of the works on week 12, right? Week 13, right? The final report. I think something should be concluded, right? Something should be concluded by about week 13, right? You need to submit everything on author. So you do not have the luxury to up to week 15, right? Your work should commit and concluded about week 12 or week 13. Your works, right? So concluded. So there is no luxury that you actually spend the whole 15 weeks, right? So time is crucial, right? We have a IDP roadshow, right? Together with FKE Innovation Day. It's the open day for FKE. We are running together. But the exact date, right, we haven't confirmed it. It's likely to be week 15, right? Falling on Sunday and Monday, right? IDP roadshow is likely to be on the Sunday. So I would double confirm it later on, right? Don't worry. And that is majority. That is the draft of the of the activities, right? There are some suggestion, right? Some suggestion. Go through quickly. You are being a student. You are being supervised, right? And then Capstone is in monitoring what any facilitated, right? And any complaint you have any complaint, right? All right, Mr. Liu, anything you want to say? I see you now. Liu Tek Beng. No, he has nothing to say. All right. And then finally you come up with something, right? This is the brief idea, right? But we want to encourage you to think in another way. Beside in a student, right? You are actually in a team in the industry. You are manager. You appoint a leader, right? Appoint a leader in your group. Who is the manager? Right? The manager should run, jaga this, what they call the schedule commitment, and also remind the members, right? And manager, right? Manager, right? So manager should probe into this technical works and also the parents, right? And other will be engineers and technicians, right? And then your supervisor will be your technical directors, right? Or CTO, right? Okay, so jawatan kuasa Capstone will be local authorities. we're looking, we are going to license you and having you the policy to a platform to present something, right? So let's say you are a company, right? You're a company, you want to present something benefit for this society, right? So you look for the local authority. Right? Let's get to this idea, right? Choose who is the partnership in your team to become a manager, right? Well, I want to see that you actually choose who is actually your manager or who actually is your engineers. Right? The role play, that is the role play. Right? One, you come up with this suggestion of this manager, and then you got a good idea, right? Who is running the team? Who has the final say, right? Who has the final say, right? Who actually remind you all the time, right? And I'll ask the manager to answer me. Okay, and probably your supervisor is going to ask your manager to answer him or her, right? For meeting time, budgeting, agreements, paper submission, date, technical content, reporting, right? These are the manager's job, right? Commitment, right? I think for those who are running IEM before, right? These are manager job, right? I seen Kuan Yi, right? Liu Kuan Yi. Kuan Yi is IEM membership before, right? I am the IEM advisor. Okay, so this is the suggestion of the chart, right? You may suggest whatever chart, right? But you need to have a form of industrial form. Okay. Now you have the team, right? Please form your private group and quickly take the initiative. Take the initiative to ask the member to join in and ask your supervisor to join in and start the communications. I want you to initiate the communication. Don't wait and sit there and right. Don't wait and sit there, right? And do not respond to messages, right? I especially for those who are passive, right? Who are passive, right? But be patient, right? For those who are become a manager, you need to be patient as well, right? Right. The international student need to be patient and need to be responsive to messages, right? I had complained before. I received a couple complaint before that we have slow response, right, from international students. But I hope this will not be Abu Bakar and Abdul Hakim. So please, I pledge that international students should responsive as well. Give some patience, right, to our friend, right? Our friend. I'll skip this part, right? I'll skip this part. Okay. I'll skip this part as well. You need to do your work, right? Uh, my concern is that please, you need to plan your own time. Your supervisor is going to look at your work and content and progress, right? Probably grant or maybe technical content, but time, right? One important element. Azri, are you somewhere? Azri, But one important element is your time, right? You got week 1 to week 15, but you do not have the luxury to spend all, right? You got holiday, and then you got the submission on the report on week 13. So you reduct all this holiday and response, right? And this the submission date, right? You have limited time, and also you have others commitment, you have others FYP, there's um, courses. Some may taken more than 16 credit hours this semester. Right? I will see some, right? Because they commit so much, right? So you may see your member might not perform, but keep remind, right? Keep remind, right? You got personal marks, you got group marks, right? But personal marks might affect other personal as well, especially in private in this peer review. I'll talk about that one, right? Okay. Please look at Author. Author, I put everything inside, especially the update version, right? There are some old version which are guidelines, right? Some sharing on these platform templates, right? You may use that templates, right, for reporting, and also the rubric, right? The rubric for assessment, right? You can see all those assessment rubric and what actually the panel and jawatan kuasa Capstone look at these assessments, but all the assessment will be done online, right? And the design is documented, right? Is documented in the template, right? So you may want to look at how actually we assess according to the rubric, right? Okay, everything will be done on Google, not Google, online, the assessment. But you need to submit your report and proof of evidence of assessment. With 15, so right, that is something very important. Okay, lecture series. I'll go through the lecture series later on. Right, just skip this. Right. Lecture series will be hosted by me and Dr. Shari, Dr. Anas. Okay, I'll go through lecture CD later on, right? Not this one. And the link, right, is given, right? And the schedule is given in this PDF, right? In PDF form, I already share in Author, and I already share in the WhatsApp group, right? Main group, right? You may go through and see this. What are they, right? Or we already scheduled 7 slot of meeting, including the experts, right? Experts from academic, for industry, right? They share about talks and ideas, right? And solutions, right? And what they struggle. We also arrange one talk regarding, right? Regarding personal finance management, right? We hope, this is one of the point that you are going to become an engineer, and then you are going to run your own, right? And you are going to get your salary and wages, right? And for the next 20, 30 years, right? You have formed your family, everything, right? One thing which is very important beside your career, right? You need to manage your money, right? So we give some idea about what is actually money and finance management, right? Personal, right? So hopefully, right, this become one of the idea, right? Because this one is actually a lifelong learning. Later on, you may learn more than what we try to share, right, from the series of lectures. Okay, I'll skip this. Well, this is some schedule, right? Don't look at this, right? Right. We have 3 teams and plus one others. We already seen, right, in the grouping, right? Agriculture, health, and efficiency. And we have BUV, BJ all mixed together, right? Because we share only one code, one registration code, BEE 40803. So one code, right? So you may see electrical and electronic student all mixed together. You might find them in in this energy efficiency for electronics, right? Student from electrical may find yourself in smart agriculture or smart health, right? It doesn't matter, right? It is the form of exercising and how to come up with a problem, right? With limited resources, with the challenge to work in a team, right? It's difficult, right? Sometimes to work in a team. Not everybody think in the same way. Some may become, some might not agree with you. Some may have some other ideas. How we work in the same way. For people who run persatuan or committee before, right? Probably you face this problem and you have experienced how to deal with emotion, right? How to deal with conflicts, how to deal with time, right? So these are all the things that you need to learn. Okay, design sheet, I skip, right? Something benefit that you need to make use to, Or one thing about money. Doing project, right? I know previously there's something which is not a luxury to the previous student, right? But for this term onward, you got some allocation, right? One thing is about it is that you are able to claim your FYP and IDPs here, FYP and IDP funding here. 300 ringgit. Oh, what is my writing? 300 ringgit. All right. Better I don't write in that way, right? It's 300 ringgit, right? For FYP and IDP sharing the same fund, right? If you claim everything for IDP, then you do not reserve anything for IDP. Okay. So if you claim for IDP, you may reserve some part for FYP, right? So all together 300 ringgit per person, per person. It depends on if the budget is there, right? If already claimed and finished, right, then you cannot claim, right? So yeah, you need to be fast, right? Please spend the money fast. My suggestion is, right, since in one group you have 4 or 5%, right? Probably you may budget in this way, 50 to 100 per person, right? And then you got somewhere around 4 to 500 ringgit in a group, right? And then you can do a lot of things, right? Including what? Including services, right? Including market parts, including some consumable parts, right? You need to come up with the receipt. The detail you need to approach faculty, right? The same procedure with FYP. Okay, for IDP you can claim it now. FYP you can claim probably FYP and in FYP2 as well, right? That is FYP. Same pool of money. The second part is that you may use any what they call habis guna, what they call consumable parts, right? Something like resistor, capacitor, anything which is consumable part. Probably there are some controller, something like embed controller you can borrow from E component, right? Please refer to e-component.uthm.edu under FKEE. You can ask for this request. Of course, your SV need to sign, or maybe I need to sign it, approve it, right? Right. Please be fast, right? You may check out this e-component. They are the link, and you can get the component at store, right? FKE store. They have some consumable parts, right? A lot of them, right? Sometimes you don't need to buy, right? But of course, if you need to buy it lah. Okay, so you got this facility, yeah. I hope it works for you and facilitate you, right? And there are other things that I encourage you. I do encourage you, and the faculty do encourage you to do your job in FKEE laboratories, right, and workshops. Please go and check out. If you are going to work in a workshop, please go and check out. There's a list in Hotel. What are the lab and who are the person in charge? You may want to call them, contact them, schedule your time going to the lab. Right? Please rancang plan it, so that you got a proper time, a proper place to work with, right? I disagree, right? I disagree that you work your you put every project at home, right? Previously we've seen some project like this, right? Student prefer work at home. Work at home, right? But we do encourage you to work in the lab, right? Please, Okay, this is something very crucial, right? Okay, about the assessment. I try to put it fast. I'm going to show you something else. So IDP assessment, we have we have 6 activities, right? 6 activities. The meeting attendance, right? Meeting attendance is your meeting with your SV, right? You need to record, right? You need to record at least 10 meeting, either online, either physically or online, right? You need to record with some evidence and then they put it into the report, right? Your SV going to assess you, right? There will be individual marks, right? The SV will push the marks on individual performance and meetings frequency and occurrence, right? Another one will be weekly progress report, right? Everybody need to take turns to put a report, weekly report, right? We expect at least 10 report, right? You need to take it, right? Let's say from the grouping, right? You see that you got, everybody got a code, right? You got M1, M2, M3, M4, M5, right? If you have 5 members, you got M5, right? You got 4 members, you got up to M4. So everybody take turns to take a report, right? Do not just copy and ignore who actually prepared a report. And previously, this happened before, many times, where we purposely do not want to put it into, automatically change who actually do the report, right? So you need to put who is the member and who prepared this report. And then your supervisor going to mark your performance individually, right? The assessment, right? And peer review. Peer review is something that we want you to assess your partner. You do not assess yourself. You want to assess your others, farmers, partners, right? Members' performance, right? You need to remind the rest of the member to assess. If they don't assess, you got less mark, right? Everybody need to take part, right? And then we'll give week 6 and week 10 2 peer reviews, right? 5 marks, right, for each review, right? Please, do not ignore these peer reviews. A lot of time I've seen students, right, ignore this, right, and ask ask for a favor to pass the review. We ignore it, right? Because we already reminded for a week. You got a week to fill in this assessment, peer review. 1 week, around 1 week, right? Weekday. So if you cannot respond, I cannot wake up a sleeping person, right? I cannot. Even your member, right, cannot wake up a sleeping person, and that become one of the duty, one of the duty of the members and the manager to remind your member to respond. If they don't respond, your marks will be going to pull it down as well. Because averaging, right? Averaging, your marks will going to pull down. And then the group report, right? You get proposal, right? Group report, you got everybody with the same marks, right? Right? And then product evaluation during these IDP roadshows and videos, and then IDP report, right? All together, right? You see $100, right? Individual got 45, right? Group, you got 55. Interesting, right? Okay. I'll skip this form. You may want to look at the form in this template, right? I just skip it, right? So everybody need to submit, right? Okay. And then for progress form, you need to see the schedule, right? Who actually respond, right? Look at the schedule, M1, M2, M3, M4, right? And prepare the schedule. I seen something like this before that, right? Only M1 respond the whole report from week 1 to week 12, for example, and his name is in as an author who prepared the report. And only M1 receive the marks, the rest do not receive the marks, right? And that is the problem. So do not just copy and paste and without changing who is actually making the report, right? So we want everybody to take turns, right, to report, right? Weekly report. I think the rubric is attached, right, in author. Okay, peer review. I just skip fast, Okay, skip fast. You may read the slide later on. I want to show you something. Anything else? I need to be quick. Yep. Yeah. Please join in the main group, and then you are in the hotel. Okay. Okay. There's something I want to share you is about the videos, right? The videos. Is there anything I could show you? Can you see? No, I need to show the other window. I need to show how to stop the presenting. I need to show you another one, which is the video, right? Okay. Window. Which one? Okay, this one. Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen? Right? We post videos, right? Many videos on YouTube. Right? We have a specific video channel right? Under IDP, EDP, FKE, UTHM. You may search it now or maybe later on, right? You may search it, right? And then there are some video we share on IDP lecture series, some about business and ideas, with experts from all over the principal, right? And then we have IDP showcase, right? I want to get your attention to this showcase, right? Okay. Uh, okay. Look at here. So we have so many projects running on, right? So everybody is posting a video about a few minutes, right? 5 to 10 minutes, right? Let's put it less, right? And in a video, we try to, in your innovation way, we don't put it in any format, right? Try to put as innovative, as interesting as possible in YouTube, right? So you put your ideas, your solutions, right, in YouTube, right? And then we see how things work out and what is the problem. This is my team, right? My team, right? Okay, and how things are work out and what is the solution and how the solutions benefits the right benefits the right the person or community or who actually need them, right? Defend them, right? Defend them in the very short videos, right? You may talk, you may play videos, you may use electronic voice, up to you. Innovative, Innovative. Okay. There's something I like to share is about previous. Ya, Saliza, apa soalan? Saliza, hello, I cannot hear you.
Hello.
Hello, yeah, yes.
Is this meeting going to be uploaded on this channel also?
Yeah. We record this lecture series, right? I'm going to post it later on
In those channel, right?
in YouTube. Yeah, in YouTube. Of course, we put it there. All right. Salizal, no
Uh,
problem. You can go through the YouTube again and scroll and fast or whatever, right? You can review again. I
okay.
want to show you something which is not in the slide. For every semester, right, we are going to prepare program books, program books for IDP, right, as a conclusion for your works at the end of the semester, right? So everybody going to prepare something like abstract, right? Abstract, something like this, right? Your name, extracts what actually you want to do, and what is the consequences, right? You need to, I will ask you about this thing later on. There are some information about this IDP roadshow, right? So example, just a quick review, right? You do need to be read carefully about the schedule, about the exhibition site, right? You need to do somewhere around half a day, nearly 1 day, right? Nearly 1 day exhibition and attending this ceremony, right? We got a ceremony, then you are going to they are judges, right? They are judges from the industry and in FKE going to evaluate, right, and give the marks, right? And that marks is going to be your marks in the assessment, right? And the marks is going to be used for to choose, right? To choose who is actually the winner, right? We're going to choose the winner. We are going to give you hadiah. We're going to give you pampers. Probably some of you have seen it before that, right? In a previous activity, right? We are going to give you right, hampers. Previously, we done some coupon, right? Food, right? For food, some hampers, some hadiah, right? Okay, so that is under our the FKE effort, right? So you receive something as an effort, so that you are going to be proud of yourself. Okay, part of the exercise, right? Okay. Um. I got a IDP attendance record. Later on, I'll give you. Later on, don't worry. Okay. There's something I want to share is the group, right? The group. Where is the group? Okay, today is 10, right? Double 10, right? Today is double 10. What probably Shopee got some offer, right? Shopee. Whoever want to shop, go today. Okay. So just a quick introduction, right? We have 16, right? Smart health, 16 group smart health, and then we have 15 groups of smart agriculture, right? And then we have 13 groups of energy and others projects, right? Other projects mean they are not under this team, right? The previous team, and they have the supervisor has something in their mind, right? The supervisor said, "Oh, uh, he want to do something related to his project or her project, and he might have some grant for that, right? Grant for that and resources, right? He may want to use that resources, and good for you, right? Good for you. So please, meet your supervisor quickly, and so that you are able to come up with a solution quickly, right? And end up your prototype and report quickly. What else, right? Um, I think that's it for the most of the content, right? The most of the content. And is there any question from the floor before we end the session? Is there any? Tak ada?
No, sir.
No, no sounds good.
If we got question, we ask in group.
Yeah, Arif, you are always right, right? I think you are right. I'll send you this attendance form. Please send it right now or maybe within an hour. So I'll close the sending, right? I'll close the um, this attendance list, right? In about an hour or two, right? So do not respond it after it, right? So attendance will be taken. Okay, what else? Should we take a picture just for kenangan? Do you want to switch on your camera?
Yes, doctor.
Please, right? Young guys, let's see your face. Let's see your face. Okay, a few of us, right? A few of you open the camera. Some in the hostel, some in the office, some somewhere probably minum kopi. Anybody in the coffee house? Okay, Farudin, Wong, Valentine, Valentine Teo, I see you, Valentine. Okay, next. Okay, let's do it, right? Let's do it. I'll snap the picture quickly. Okay.
Smile.
Smile, smile. Anybody? Okay. Let's smile, eh? I got two screens to work on, eh? Okay. I think that's good enough, just evidence of attendance. So I see you, Abu Bakar. Abu Bakar, I see your picture. Okay, please respond to the group. I hope that everybody will going to work out. I don't mind you quarrel each other. I don't mind actually, yeah? But use a nice word, right? You can be arguing on the time, whatever. But please, right? Don't keep quiet. The most important is do not keep quiet and be silent all the time, right? Please responsive, right? So I hope everybody responsive, not just international students, right? And one of the key point is that international student, right, tends to keep quiet, right? I hope Abu Bakar and this Adi Hakim, we're going to responsive to everybody in a group, right? Okay, that's all. Asif, I see you. Oh. Who is this? Asaf. You got friend. You got friend. Okay, I see you. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you, thank you.
See you all.
Thank you,
Bye bye.
Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Bye.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you,
Doctor.
Doctor.
See
See you,
you.
see you.
Bye.
Yes,
Take care, Doctor.
Thank you, Doctor.
Thank you, Dokter.
I love you, Doctor.
Thank you, Valentine.
See you. Bye bye.
Terima kasih, Dokter. Thank you.
We love you, Doctor.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Doctor.
Okay, have some coffee
Thank you,
and drink.
Dokter.
Bye bye. Oh, I see. Juyong Long just coming in.
See you, Doctor.
See you. Bye bye. Bye bye. Hey, Shakir.
Thank you,
face,
Doctor.
Bye bye. Bye bye, everybody. You may leave the meet now. Right, Shakir, Okay.
Thank you, Doctor.